All right, my friends, welcome, welcome. It's time for piano. Hey friends, welcome, welcome. I am so happy today because we are doing some amazing work on the very last song of our whole book. This is a big deal, so I hope you're ready to celebrate and to learn with me today. Before we get started though, if you could like and share this video, you know that helps me reach more learners across the globe that are looking for a piano teacher just like me, okay? The second thing you can do is subscribe. There it is. There's my little thing that pops up. So if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, that is telling me that what I'm doing here on my channel is working for you. So go ahead and subscribe, okay? The next thing you can do is join our Discord server. So we do a lot of amazing things on that Discord server. That's like the lifeblood of this learning community. We are there interacting with each other, getting to know each other, motivating each other to learn our songs and hang out. And we even have events on there too. So if you're looking for the invitation, click the campsite link in the description of this video and you'll find an invitation, okay? I'd love to see you on Discord. And then finally, of course, I operate on Patreon, okay? So Patreon is this fantastic platform for creative people like myself to collect a steady income. So if you find that you're really enjoying these lessons and this setup and my teaching style, then why not support me on a financial basis every single month, right? So you can pick a tier that works for you. I have tiers as low as $5 a month, and then I even have some up to $90 a month if you're looking for private lessons. And I have like 2 spots left, so if you want private lessons, I would definitely do that right now before I run out. So thank you so much for considering joining as a patron. All right, my friends, it's time! I'm so excited! So, pull out your lesson book, my friends. It's time. Yay! Oh, hi, Karina. Good to see you. Oh, yeah, I'm so happy when I have my students join me online. It's so fun. Turn to page 68, okay? We are going to play through last week's song. Remember, we learned the B section of our sonatina, right? So now today is the day that we're going to play sonatina all the way through section A, section B, and then back da capo al fine to section A, okay? Let's do it together. All right, I'm going to switch to piano view and we'll get it done. There it is. There's piano view. Awesome, awesome. So, Sonatina was really cool because this was a song that had 2 right hand positions, right? We moved from C position to G position in the middle of the song. So that was a big deal for us. So to start this piece, we find ourselves in C position. So I am in my spot. If you are in your spot and ready to go, let's count off. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. And there it is. Wow! That was amazing! I'm so proud of you. Wasn't that a fantastic song? Yeah, I bet you're just like ready to jump and have a great time. Let's have a quick 1 second party so we can celebrate, okay? 1 second party! 1 second party! You did so great and I'm so proud of you. Now, for the big reveal, we have the final song in our book. Oh my gosh, we are so close to passing level 1 and moving on to level 2. This is exciting, okay? Here is our final song. On page 70, you're going to find When Our Band Goes Marching By. Yahoo! I like this one. This one is definitely a fun march. Really making you think about those marching bands that you come across in those parades. It's a lot of fun to listen to them and even more fun to participate in marching bands. So it's a great song to end our level 1. So let's dive right in, okay? Now let's grab our pencil, okay? Hi! Oh, good. I'm getting some new people. Thanks for saying hi. Is this Daily? There's your shout out, Daily. Thank you. So looking here at Our Band Goes Marching By, I noticed something. Remember how to find the key signature? So the key signature, you look right after the clefs and you see if there's any sharps or flats that are there listed. I see that we have nothing. There's no sharps and no flats in our key signature. So that's telling us we're going to play in C major, okay? Now that's really great because that means there's no sharps or flats going to be in the song. If there happens to be a sharp, they will let you know about it before you get to it, okay? You'll see it right there, that sign, okay? Very good. Hi, Mary. There you go. I see your comment now. Yay, I'm so glad you're a subscriber too. Yes, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. So we're going to dive right in here, okay? I see 4/4 time. We have a good, strong 4 beats per measure. We are marching, right? A nice, strong march going on. And we're going to start with a nice forte to begin this song too. Let's learn the right hand together, okay? You're going to notice a rhythmic pattern that begins with a quarter rest in select measure. So be very aware of that, okay? I'll switch to piano for you and let's get started. All right, so in C position here, I see a finger number 3, okay? I also see that the very first beat is a quarter rest, and that second beat is when my finger 3 comes in. I see that my finger 3 is on the bottom line of my treble staff, so that is going to be my E, okay? I'm going to put that finger 3 right there. Now playing through this song, all of the right hand, I want you to listen very carefully and watch my fingers. I'm not going to be saying very many note names, so I'll say just a couple here and there, okay? Be very aware, okay? At this point, we should be able to read the staff and understand our notes, okay? You got this. Let's work on it together. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play, rest. E, D sharp, rest. F, 2, 3, 4, rest. Rest. E and G, D sharp, 2, 3, 4, rest. D sharp, rest. D, G, F, D, first ending, C, G, F, and then you see a repeat sign, don't you? Yeah, that's interesting. What did you think? Did you think that was okay? Were you able to figure out your notes? It's a little harder when I'm not saying them out loud anymore, right? Only here and there I'm saying them. But that's part of learning piano, right? Is you can't rely on anybody really to learn this piece for you. You got to use your own skills to do that, okay? You're gonna get this though, okay? And if you need to spend some time writing in and figuring out some of those notes that are tricky, that's perfectly fine. I still do that with my music, and I've been playing piano for a very long time, so there's no shame in doing that, okay? I would like to talk a little bit about the repeat sign though. Isn't that weird how they have that repeat sign just right there? It's kind of a weird place to put it, right? Now, if you look at the bottom line, you see that number 1, and it's under like this sideways bracket. That's called a first ending, okay? So as it has the repeat sign, that repeat sign is going to still boing you back, right? It's going to boing you back to the beginning, right? So at the end of the first ending, you're going to go all the way back and play the whole song a second time, okay? As you're playing through lines 1, 2, and 3, it's the same as it was before. Nice strong forte and a strong beat. But as you approach the final line, you have one measure of music written there saying the word marching, but then you're going to leapfrog over the first ending and jump to the second ending, okay? What's important is that on the second time through, you don't play the first ending again. You have to leapfrog. Okay, so when we get there, after playing this a second time, you'll see what I'm talking about, okay? Let's play the right-hand section again. Here we go. All right. I'm so excited. This is great. Looking here at the beginning, finger 3 is our starting finger with an E. So let's do it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Rest. 2, 3, 4, rest. Rest. Get ready to leapfrog. Now down to second ending. There you go. 4, tie, rest. Rest. There it is. There's that second ending. It's really kind of cool. It's not nearly as tricky for the right hand in the second ending because all you've got is a middle C that's tied. Okay. Yeah, was that fun or was that a little confusing? If it's confusing still, that's okay. The first and second ending can still be confusing. And we actually have 2 more chances to try and get this second ending just right because we have to learn the left hand now, okay? Yes! You have another hand, don't you? Very good. So looking here at the beginning of the song again, we're going to look in the bass clef now. Now let's see what's happening there. I see. They gave us 3 finger numbers to start. I also see the very first note is in the second space from the bottom of my bass staff. So I'm looking there. And I know from learning lots of songs in C position that that's definitely a bass clef C, okay? So let's find that spot, all right? Here we go. All right, this is great. Forte, forte. I'm looking down here, looking down there. There's my C. I see that bass clef C, so I'm going to put my pinky there. I've fanned out my 5 fingers, and I'm going to play through this left hand. Now, there's a bunch of quarter notes in the entire song. You notice that. I'm looking at the bass staff line on all of our music, and the left hand only has quarter notes. So that means it's very important to keep it steady, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. C, G, E. D, F. Second line. Back to C. playing C, G, G, F, E, D. There's that repeat sign. Go back to the beginning now. C. Very good. D, F, back to C. Line 3. And D. D again. One more time. Leapfrog. C, F sharp, G, E, C, rest. C. And that's the end. Wow. Okay, how was that? How was that switching? Was it switching, like, was it okay going, like, leapfrog over the first ending to the second ending for the left hand? It's a little tricky. Yeah, that second ending for the left hand is kind of surprising because it's got that added F sharp and it comes out of nowhere. So I'm going to grab my pencil and I'm going to circle it because it can be such a surprise when you leapfrog and you're like, oh my goodness, there's a random sharp. I wasn't expecting that. Don't worry. The pencil is your friend. You know, you can circle and mark your music as much as you like. That's your music. No judgment, okay? Did you see all those accent signs? It's like louder than forte, so you gotta give it some extra power at the end there, right? Think of the marching band. They have the big drums, boom, 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 right? And then the cymbals, crash, crash at the end. You're literally doing that in your song here at the piano. So we have to do it the best we can, right? You see the guy, you see the parade at the top of the page, the illustration. At the very end, you see that crazy guy at the end with the bass drum and the cymbals. Yeah, that's the guy. That's the one that we're trying to be like just at the end of our music, okay? Yes, it really requires all of that. That's why they put this song at the end of the book, because it has so much energy in it, right? And you've been working your way up to a song like this all year long. And I'm so happy we get to end on this wonderful song. But we got to try hands together, don't we? Yeah, you got to hear what it sounds like. I know with some days of practice, probably a week, maybe 2 weeks of practice, you're going to have this song, okay? Don't worry if you can't play it at this speed right now. You've only been learning it for 15 minutes. I mean, that's not even that long. So cut yourself some slack. That's okay. Give yourself grace. You're still learning. So listen to it hands together and follow in your music, okay? If you see anything that might require some extra circling, spend the time to do that, okay? Jot down some note names, little things like that. Crescendo, no, there are no crescendos. Everything's just loud. Little things like that. Draw your leapfrog going over the first ending, okay? This is your opportunity to really write down those notes, okay? Let's do it. All right, when our band goes marching by. Now I'm playing it hands together. I'm playing it forte. I'm playing it with the repeat. And I'm playing it at a march tempo, okay? Remember, follow with your eyes and your pencil and your music, and you can work your way towards playing it just like this, okay? You got this. You know I believe in you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Oh, wasn't that cool? Yeah, the big booming bass drum guy at the very end. He's just like, woohoo! Crashing. Probably like scaring all the other band members. Like, what is he doing back there? That is okay, because that's really showing the emotion in this song. It's so much fun. It's all about fun. And you can have fun being loud. That's fine with me. Make it super forte, right? Make it fortissimo out of your piano and keyboard. That's super fun. Great work following in your music, and I know that with good practice, you're gonna get it too. That's what makes me so excited. And when you're ready, we have some really amazing things happening if you've reached the end of your book, okay? Make a note of this. I will have a graduation submission form and quiz for you, okay? If you are ready to take a musical terms and musical exercises quiz, multiple choice quiz, along with submitting a video of you playing 2 songs for me, Sonatina and When Our Band Goes Marching By. If you do well on those things, then I will pass you to the next level, okay? Now, this means 2 things, okay? If you're just following along casually on YouTube, that's fine. You get to decide when you're ready to move on, right? But for those of you who are taking advantage of the entirety of what I offer here on YouTube, you should be on Discord, right? Because you're getting the full value of the instruction that I'm giving. They will be receiving level 2 children's beginner role, and you'll be moved on to your next class. Okay, this is a big deal because I'm not just doing this just to make videos, right? I'm creating joyful music makers, right? And I want you to be able to do this for life, whenever, right? And that requires the attention to detail in your instruction from a teacher like me, okay? So when you're ready to do that, I will have my submission form. If you haven't joined our Discord server, I highly recommend that you do so you can really take advantage of it, okay? Very good. I'm so excited for that. It's very, very fun. So after that, we are going to do a quick recap, okay? You can close your book. You notice there's also a certificate in the back, right? Yeah, you can write your name in the back. Certificate. Take a little selfie with your certificate. All right, well, I am on Patreon. Yes, and Patreon is so helpful and so important to keep these lessons coming. I provide a full wide range of instruction in ages between ages 4 all the way up to adults. We have a lot of fun, but we also do a lot of learning. So if you find value in what I'm providing, go ahead and join Patreon at a level that suits your budget, between $5 and $90 a month, okay? Thank you so much. And then, of course, I always talk about Discord. I've already mentioned that several times. The invitation is down below in the campsite link in the description of the video, okay? That's where all the fun and magic happens, okay? The last thing I'll mention here, of course, is to subscribe, right? Subscribing is the easiest thing you can do to support my studio here. It also just shows me that what I'm doing is working, right? So wonderful and very helpful, okay? Looking at my YouTube metrics, 79% of you are not subscribed. That's a big deal, right? So that might actually show more of you that I probably have a much wider audience than what is currently showing in my subscribers list. So help me get my metrics to match, okay? Go ahead and subscribe. All right, and that concludes our lesson, right? We've done a wonderful job. I usually end every lesson with a music quote, but today I am going to close with just some words of affirmation, okay? What I want to say to you is, you did it! And I am so proud of you. And we should have a 10-second party, right? Let's do it, yeah! Here we go. You ready? I got my slinky. Here we go. 10-second party! Woohoo! Get up off your bench. Let's dance. Very good. That's so silly. I do all these dumb things and it's so much fun, but it keeps you engaged, it keeps you happy, and it really just shows that we are joyful here. We're having a great time. So thanks for joining me for today's lesson. Remember, if you want to do the submission form and move on to level 2 officially, look for that on Discord, okay? Happy practicing, and I will see you all very soon, okay? Take care. Bye.